Yes, there are Black people in Yemen. Yes, there are Black people in Turkey. Yes, when you go and visit Quito, you should travel further up north and go see the Afro-Ecuadorian community known as the Esmeraldas.
Meet Martinique Lewis, content creator and diversity and travel consultant who advocates for more inclusion in the travel industry.
As an avid traveler, I would be traveling to countries everywhere, and I would be seeing people that look like me. And in my favorite destinations, I'm thinking, why don't other people who look like me know that these people are here?
With an entrepreneurial grant, Lewis self-published the ABC Travel Green Book, a guide to Black-owned businesses, communities, and travel destinations in the US and abroad. It was inspired by the Negro Motorist Green Book, which listed safe places for Black tourists while traveling in Jim Crow-era America.
Now, this was right when Black families started to get cars and they wanted to take vacations, either going, from the South up to the Midwest or from the East to the West. I wanted to do the same type of thing, but I wanted to do it on an international level.
Lewis is part of a new generation of travel content creators calling for more inclusion in marketing, outreach, and representation for marginalized groups. On Blackout Tuesday, she noticed a disconnect between what some travel brands posted on social media and what they were actually doing to practice diversity.
About 17 of my colleagues and I got together and said, we have to do something about this because it is no longer okay for them to act a certain way on social media but not to prove it.
Lewis and her colleagues formed the Black Travel Alliance and the Pull Up for Travel campaign to hold travel brands and companies accountable.
There's tons of resources out there to do that. And the same thing with finding Black-owned businesses in your destination. But with the Green Book, I've done that work for them. So when I say accountability, I'm like, now you really have no excuse because I put it all in a book.
Last year, Lewis spoke at Facebook's annual Travel Summit to better connect travel brands to inclusive communities online. At the summit, she presented her diversity in travel report card after assessing 55 prominent travel brands for inclusivity.
Been for the past 2 years teaching the community about these stories or teaching the communities about these pockets where you can find Black people.
The Black Heritage Tour in Amsterdam is one of those pockets Lewis discovered before publishing the book, and it's now in her guide.
Everybody goes to Amsterdam and goes to the red light district, not realizing as you're walking around the red light district, all you have to do is look up and you see Black faces on buildings because that's how people showed that they were wealthy, by showing that they had slaves.
So much of the Black presence, so much of the colonial history is so well preserved in our architectural history. I think it's such amazing that she has taken on this initiative because I think for many years as the inspiration, of course, for her book, which was inspired by the Green Book in the United States, it opens up the access for people of color, Black travelers, allies.
This is for travelers everywhere who call themselves an ally and who say they want to support Black voices and patronize Black businesses. This book helps you identify where exactly those people, those communities, and those places are.